What's the most common problem in people's running form? That's a question I got from a patient today, and I want to answer it very simply in this video. Cadence is very important when we think about proper running form, okay? Cadence, for those of you who don't know, is the number of times your foot hits the ground in a minute as you're running. Typical cadence ranges can be anywhere between 140 steps per minute all the way up to 200 steps per minute. And typically the people who have cadences below 165 steps per minute run into problems, and they would benefit on increasing their cadence definitely above the 170 range. So I've done a lot of running gait evaluations, running gait analysis in my career. I've worked with a lot of different runners. I've spoken to a lot of different groups. I've done running gait workshops. And over the years, I've just come harder and harder on the simplicity of just making sure that your running cadence is above 165. If you don't know what your running cadence is, there's a lot of different ways that you can figure that out. The first is if you have any sort of running watch, or even if you run with your phone, your smart devices will often tell you what your cadence is, at least your average cadence for the run. So start by looking at your running data, the runs that you're already going on, and seeing if you can get a pulse or a baseline as to what your running cadence is at baseline, okay? It's also important to pay attention to what speed or what pace that cadence is being measured at, because if that cadence number is below 165, you're gonna wanna work on increasing your cadence, but you want to keep the speed variable constant. You don't want to just run faster to increase your cadence. You want to keep the speed variable the same and take more steps. That will result in you taking shorter steps, shortening your stride. You want to take short, quick steps is the proper way to run, and that's the way to run to avoid injury. So if your running cadence is below 165, it's a really good idea to start working on bumping that up above 170. So if you haven't tried that, start there. I'm sure there's a lot of other videos online about implementation of that, but if you haven't thought or worked on improving your cadence to improve your running, that's the first place to start. If it's below 175, get it above 170 at least.